everyone, my beautiful, beautiful spiritual family. Delighted to see you this day. It is Wednesday, the 1st of November. It is 8:30 a.m., and that means it is time for our mindful moment. I'm Dr. Jonathan Zenz. I'm the spiritual leader here at Unity of Tucson, and this is the opportunity that we take to join together to engage in some spiritual practice together, just for a few minutes, first thing in the morning, so we can get our day going right. And I do this every single weekday as a way for me to maintain my own consistency in my practice, because what I have found is that consistency in my practice has enhanced the quality of my life. And so I share this with all of us and grateful that you are sharing this time with me. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, I would love for you to post a comment and let me know that you are here. This is the second day in a row that I will not be able to comment on the live chat that's coming through because I am pre-recording this. It is currently 7:33 a.m. for me on Wednesday, November 1st. Because there's a conference happening, the Southwest Region, the Unity Southwest Region Conference is happening. We're hosting it here at Unity of Tucson. It's not an in-person conference, it's a virtual conference. So we've basically turned Unity of Tucson into a television studio to engage with the conference participants. So that's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I do want to let you know though. So before I go any further, I want to let you know this. This is my reminder. And I say this as much for you as it is becoming a reminder for me. Ready? Here we go. You are love. You are light. You are life. You are magnificent. You are. Just think about those statements. What if you said, I am in response? If I said, you are love, and you responded, I am love. You are light. I am light. You are life. I am life. You are magnificent. I am magnificent. How does that feel? How does that feel? Because that's ultimately what we're looking to get to in the spiritual practice. We're looking to engage feeling, because that's where I believe the expression of God is in its fullness, the feeling tone that we have. So I hope you'll take that to heart. I hope you'll consider that. And this is all, here's the thing about all of this. This is all just considerations. All of this spiritual ideas for consideration. And you get to do with them what you would like to do with them because it is done unto you as you believe. So what works for you is what works for you. Today, one of the things I really wanted to talk about, though, so this conference that's been happening here has been really, really wonderful. It's been a different experience for people because it is literally it's virtual. It's like imagine this is our interaction all day. We're doing it on Zoom, so there is like people can speak back. It's not just typing into a chat, although that is available as well. But one of the themes of the conference that has frankly, it's uncovered itself in the outflow of the conference events is the theme of bias. And we've been talking a lot about the nature of bias and the way that bias plays a role in our lives. And the thing about bias is that pretty much always it's below the level of our awareness. And I talk a lot about the nature of that which is below the level of awareness in our lives, which is having an effect on our lives because our system of belief is most of it's below the level of awareness. We have ingested ideas through the expression and experience of our lives that we have ingrained as unshaking beliefs, but maybe not so unshakable. Because here's what happens as we become aware of how those beliefs are operating in our life, well, then we get to do something about it. And so yesterday we had a great discussion and a workshop and interactive activities around the nature of bias for women and also for men in ministry. And what are the biases that we have in our own spiritual centers that come up? Today, I'm going to be doing a workshop. I'm going to be leading a workshop on the bias of gender identity and how we perhaps have limited thinking around what gender identity is. And I'm excited to have that discussion, partially because it's a call to all of us to remember that who we see in the outward expression may not be necessarily who we see in the inner life, who is actually there in the inner life. And that's frankly, irrespective of gender identity, your identity is not just who you see. I talked about it a little bit yesterday. We put on masks. We do put on masks, but the truth of being is actually that which is internal, inherent, and unceasingly unfolding. And if we were to release all the limitations we place in those ideas, I think what we find is one thing. What do you think that thing is? It's God. It's God. And that is the connective tissue of all creation. Everything that exists is God. And so perhaps one way we can consider releasing the biases that we have is remembering that irrespective of whom we encounter, irrespective of their appearance, irrespective of the way they comport themselves, irrespective of their behavior, that at the core, there is only God. And how might that change if we all began to take that to heart and not judge others based on appearance, behavior, the outward circumstances, the outward experiences? Well, I think what might happen is we would find our way to what I talked about yesterday, love and kindness. And isn't that what it's really all about? So that seems to be very, very prevalent and present in my mind as I go through this experience of the Southwest Region Conference for Unity. So I think that's something that we can take into our practice of affirmative prayer. And boy, what a practice I love. I love affirmative prayer. If you are new to the practice of affirmative prayer, just know that it is a statement that what I'm intending is to engage a statement of spiritual truth and allow that. It is not a beseeching or a pleading or a begging to anything outside the self. It is knowing the truth of being, knowing the truth of being, knowing the truth of who I am, recognizing the truth of who each and every one of us is, and then formalizing that in statements. And so I'm going to invite us all to relax right where we are, to engage this practice of prayer, knowing that part of my intention in this prayer is to settle into a deeper recognition of feeling, for it is the feeling tone where I meet and understand God. And so I relax in this moment, invite us all to relax in this moment, releasing anything that has preceded this moment, releasing any anticipation for what may unfold, allowing the fullness, allowing the wholeness to be realized and recognized, to open up in this moment to a greater recognition of wholeness. Right here in this moment, I am aware. And I expand this awareness. And what is it that I am aware of? I am aware that there is only one infinite creative source. There is only infinite power. There is only one source energy. There is only love. And these are some of the many names that I attribute to God, knowing that God is not a being, but the beingness of all that is. And there is no aspect of anything that exists, anything seen, unseen, that is not wholly divine, that is not 100% God. And so I know that this is so for each and every one of us. I know that every cell in our body, every space between the cells, every energetic unfoldment, it's all the energy, the space, the cells, the expression of God. There is no aspect of creation that is not wholly divine. I root myself in this understanding. And so I know and trust that the identity of each and every one of us is God. We are that. We are the peace. We are the beauty. We are the power. We are the light. We are the life. We are the magnificence. We are the unfoldment of this goodness. We are the unfoldment of this beautiful, beautiful, powerful light. And so I welcome a greater awareness of that which lies below the surface of my awareness. I welcome the revealing of that which is there, which is an invitation to address that which is there. That I look at the biases that I carry, whether I call them positive or negative, I recognize and welcome an awareness so that I can be active in participation. I can be active in the unfoldment of my life and know that as I address that which needs to be addressed, I am doing so from the point of view of love and kindness. That is my choice. And that choice is activated in this understanding of who I am, in the understanding that I am that. We are that, each and every one of us. We are the light. We are the life. We are the power. And so, as I am made aware, as I bring to my awareness that which is lurking below the surface, I trust and know that I am empowered to do something. I am empowered to take action. I am empowered to rethink and to consider. I am empowered. For God is the power of empowerment. And this is who I am. This is who we are. And so it is with great joy, great appreciation, and unfathomable gratitude that I simply let this be. I feel this unfoldment. I feel it. I recognize and welcome the feeling of unfoldment. And in this, I simply relax and trust the perfect outflow is assured. I let it be so, and I trust it as so, beyond a shadow of a doubt. In this time of relaxed awareness, I trust, I trust, I trust. And so with the breath, I affirm it and acknowledge it by saying, and so it is. Amen. And so it is. Well, I am always, always delighted to share this time with you. And yes, while I was pre recorded today, it is my plan. I have no reason to believe that I won't be totally live tomorrow, right here on Facebook or YouTube or unitytucson.com's website. Wherever you're watching, I should be live again tomorrow. I do want to remind everybody there is, if you would like to be here, although I will not be in there today, we do have the Unity Prayer Ministries prayer service at 12:30 here at Unity of Tucson in our prayer room. So if you're in the area, it does start right at 12:30. We'd love to see you join us for that. Also on Saturday, this coming Saturday, which is the 5th. No, it's not the 5th, it's the 4th of November. Um, in the evening, we're going to have our next Dance Zen. And so that is led by Sherry Hoffman. Sherry, if you're on, you need to remind me. I'm pretty sure it starts at 6. I can't remember if it's 6 or 6. It's either 6 or 6:30. Here's the deal. Be here in time for a 6 o'clock start time. And if it starts at 6:30, you get to have some time, you know, in a social time. But yeah, the Dance Zen experience is a free form dance movement opportunity to release all of these inhibitions that we have. And it's such a great experience. And I would love to see you there if you're able to be there. I will not be there. I'm actually going to be in California on Saturday. So yeah, there's a lot going on. And I am grateful that despite I sometimes I don't like that word, but despite all that is going on, we still get to make this connection. So let's keep this connection up. Peace and blessings to you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow live. All right. Bye, everybody.